Hello all. See, in this session we will discuss some numerical problems on pressure variation at a point and hydrostatic law. Hello all. So in this session we will do some numerical problems on the pressure variation at a point, right, based on hydraulic press and pressure variation at a point. So see here, this is the hydraulic press arrangement. Let me tell you about the components of this. So this end you can see a piston type arrangement is there. So this one is called as a plunger. So this one is called as a plunger or piston, right? This one is called as a ram, right? It is called as a ram. So as per the Pascal's law, the pressure from this end is equally transferred to this end, right? So because it is a static fluid. So that is about the Pascal's law. So let us do some of the numerical problem on this. See the first problem here. A hydraulic press has a ram of 30 cm diameter and a plunger of 4.5 cm diameter, right? Find the weight lifted by the hydraulic press when the force applied at the plunger is 500 newtons. So what about the given data in the first problem? So just now you have written down. So what about the given data here? He has given the diameter of this ram and he has given the diameter of the plunger and he has given the force also, right? What force at this end also. So we have to calculate this weight. So how much weight this particular hydraulic press can lift, right? This weight we have to find out, right? So write out the given data. Diameter of plunger is equal to 4.5 centimeter. So how much it is? 4.5 into 10 power minus 2 meter. And diameter of ram is equal to, so 30 into 10 power minus 2 meter, right? So next, force also given. Force on plunger is equal to, that means it is capital F, so it is 500 Newton. So diameters given, force given. So find out the areas. So these piston and ram are in circular in cross section. So find out the cross sectional areas. So area of ram, right? Area of ram, let it be capital A, right? What is the formula? Pi by 4 into d square. So diameter of ram is capital D and this one is the small d. Diameter of the plunger is small d, right? So see here, what about the area here? Pi by 4 into, what about the capital D? That means diameter of ram. So 30 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. So what about this area? Right, 0.07068 meter square. Right. Similarly, find out the area of the plunger also. Area of plunger. So let it be small a. Right. What is the formula? Same formula. Pi by 4 into small d square. Right. So what about this? Pi by 4 into, what is the value of small d? So 4.5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. So what about this value? So it is 0.00159 meter square. So we have found the area, cross sectional areas of these both these two plunger and ram, right? Now here he has given some force 500 newtons. So let us calculate how much pressure intensity is happening. Pressure intensity is occurring from this force. So what is the formula to calculate the pressure intensity? Force by area of the plunger will gives you the pressure intensity. So calculate the pressure intensity on plunger. So how to calculate this? Force by area of plunger. So what about the force? 500 newtons, and by what about the area of the plunger? See here, the area of the plunger is 0.00159. So put this value 0.00159, right? So what about this value? So let it be. So we'll use this here. So if you want to keep the value, you can keep, or let it be like this. So here, see, as per the Pascal's law, the pressure intensity of the plunger will be equally transferred onto the ram. So at this end and this end, the pressure intensities are same. So see here, as per the Pascal's law. So pressure intensity on ram is equal to the pressure intensity on plunger. So what about the pressure intensity on ram here? The value we have just found out at this end. So keep that value as same. So 500 by 0.00159. So this will be equal to the pressure intensity on ram, right? So we have found out the pressure intensity due to this force, right? Now see this end carefully. A weight W is on that ram. So we have to find out this effect of weight also, right? So what about the pressure intensity due to this weight on the ram? This weight effect. So pressure intensity due to weight W, right? So what about this formula? The weight by area of on which it is acting on the ram. So weight by area. So what about the weight here? We don't know the weight, but we know the area of ram, right? So 0.07068. So see here, this pressure intensity and this intensity due to weight are acting at one point. So can we equate these two to get that weight actually? So keep this one as 1 and keep this one as 2. So from 1 and 2, so weight by 0.07068 is equal to that pressure intensity on ram. So 500 by 0.0000159. The weight value. What is the weight value here? It is 2222 Newton or 22.222 kilonewton. See the second example, it is very easy problem. So see here, the pressure intensity at a point in a fluid is given as 3.924 Newton per centimeter square, right? Find the corresponding height of fluid. Find the corresponding height of fluid is if the fluid is water, and B if the fluid is oil, right? So he has asked us to calculate the corresponding height of the fluid. So that means we have to calculate the Z value here, right? The pressure intensity is given. So the entire fluid is running with a pressure. That pressure intensity is given, and we know the values for water. That means we know the value of specific gravity and densities of water. But here to find the density of oil, he has given us the specific gravity. So see there, oil of specific gravity 0.9. He has given specific gravity of oil is 0.9. From that we can calculate the density. So here we have to use the formula P is equal to rho g Z, right? In that Z is equal to P by rho g. So P by rho g is called as the pressure head. You all know that. So that pressure head we have to calculate. Look at the second problem. what he has asked to find out the height of the fluid. So write the given data here. Write the given data. So what about the pressure intensity? So the pressure intensity P is equal to 3.924 centimeter square. Right? If you want to convert it, you can convert 3.924, convert centimeter, Newton per centimeter square into Newton per meter square. So multiplied by 10 power 4. So it is Newton per meter square. Right. What about the next one? So density of water is equal to, you know that value, 1000 kg per meter cube, and here specific gravity of oil is given. So specific gravity of oil is, he has given as 0.9. So how to find out the density of oil? So density of oil is equal to specific gravity of oil into density of water, right? So specific gravity of oil into density of standard fluid. So here the density of, that means specific gravity of oil is 0.9, and what about the density of water? It is 1000. So what about the density of oil? So what about the density of oil here? It is rho naught. So it is rho W, density of water. It is rho naught, density of oil. So what about this one? 900 kg per meter cube. See this, the density of oil is very some lesser than the density of water. So it is when comparing to water, oil is somewhat lighter, right? So we have found out the densities and we have got the pressure intensity. Can we move into the problem? So the first condition for water, he has asked us to calculate the height. So this is the term he is asking us to calculate, right? So what is the formula here? P by rho g. So what about the Z? Substitute the values here. What about the pressure intensity? 3.924 into 10 power 4 by, what about the density of water? 1000 into Z value 9.8, right? So what is the value of Z there? It is 4 meters, right? It is 4 meters. Then second one, calculate the for oil also, right? Same formula you have to apply. So P by rho g, right? What about the P here? 3.924 into 10 power 4 by, what about rho here? 900 is the density of oil, right? So it is 9.8. So how much Z value is, right? 4.44 meters. See here, this is the value he has asked us. So the height of the fluid you can calculate from this formula. That is, this condition is the, what is this condition? Condition of hydrostatic law.